Welcome back to They Did What? Your source of the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today I can read a story titled, I'm 28 years old and I just kicked out my girlfriend of 3 years for informing me that she was been texting an ex behind my back. And a shout out to Nick for sending in this story. And guys, this story is all about a guy whose girlfriend, after 3 years, informed him that she likes girls, and she wanted to know if she can go on Tinder to meet other girls and have fun with them. In other words, opening up the relationship. And like a bonehead, he thought, yes, my girl wants to get with other chicks. This is awesome. And allows her to do it. And you're going to see it was a colossal mistake when finding out that there was way more going on here and what she really is. And now, boom, he kicked her out, and that's that. And that'd be a great one to go over here, guys, making the point that girl brings up open relationship, open marriage, whatever it is, end it. Because guess what? They are cheating. They're usually looking for permission to justify the cheating that they have. And it's best to move on. And if they aren't physically cheating yet, they're preparing to. And no girl loves their guys doing that, and you're going to see right here. But you can certainly redeem yourself by getting rid of them and starting over. End of story. So it starts off, says here, the specific question I want answered is, am I making a huge mistake and overreacting? Or am I making the proper choice? I know none of y'all know me or her, but I need some insight here. Some background to start with. We were together for roughly 3 years and recently, call it 4 months, moved across the country from a semi-rural area to an extremely high cost of living beachside area for a job of mine. Well, recently she expressed an interest in seeking out another girl for her to do you-know-what with. Like many guys, it was hot to me, so I said yes. Smack! Are you nuts? Now, I was young once, and I would have been jumping for joy at that prospect. Obviously, that I'd be jumping in with that, but it's a terrible idea. Because you've given her permission to cheat. And she's asking, essentially, without asking, to open up the relationship. And how do you know it's just with girls? How do you know it isn't going to be with guys, but she's saying with girls to keep you off her track? It's a terrible idea. If you want to have a committed relationship, it's just you and her. Big mistake. And you'll see I'm right. Anyway, I said yes. My rules were as followed. Oh, you're going to have rules. Good luck with that one, pal. Stay on the girls only side of Tinder, implying no dudes. And don't do it in my house. I'd just rather not be involved. Bad previous relationship experiences and such. Well, if that was getting him excited, then what's the point of having her go do that if he wasn't get to watch it at least, and if that's what he likes, or jumping in on the thing? That makes no sense to me. He is just inviting trouble. And yes, this is a bonehead move, but he does redeem himself. So she has a Tinder to meet girls on, but has yet to meet any girls. Sure. If she's remotely attractive, she can get girls. Well, yesterday she shows me the profile of a random dude that she matched with, saying something about the profile was funny, like making fun of the guy. I was very hurt. She had broken one of my 2 rules for the Tinder thing she was doing. We had an argument that lasted about an hour and a half, but we moved on from it fairly quickly. Smack! You should not be moving on fairly quickly, dude. What'd I say? Right there, boom. She's already connected with other guys. She was supposed to be only on Tinder for girls. So obviously saying that she's just into girls. She wouldn't have any guys coming across. Wrong. See? He should have ended with her right then and there. Because we all know where this is going to go. To put my mind at ease, she even offered me to look through her entire phone to prove that she wasn't talking to anyone. Yeah, she offered that after she wiped her phone of any evidence. I'm not particularly tech savvy, but I was under the impression that I was better at it than her. So I looked through all her social media that I could think of, and even deleted messages and hidden messages and things like that, and I was proud of my thoroughness. What do you mean deleted messages and hidden messages? Obviously they were deleted and hidden for a reason, because she didn't want you to see them, bro. And I was satisfied with the lack of anything that I had found. But I was still hurt. But we had a lot of time together, and maybe I could have been more explicit in my rulemaking in regard to the whole Tinder thing. Smack! No, you made it abundantly clear. But she was playing dumb on purpose to get what she wanted. Fair enough. I expressed that, and said something along the lines of, "At least you didn't talk to the guy, because if I found out you had, your ass would be out in the streets tonight." Well, that's good to hear, but do you think she took that serious? After this argument and still fresh recollection, we decided to take her dog to a local dog park and get out of the house and get some fresh air. At the dog park, we are joking and being our normal selves. I get us some beers and we sit down at one of the tables, and she tells me there is something else I should probably know. Oh, great. What could it be? She was born a dude. She had been on again, off again, texting her ex-boyfriend behind my back for over the course of the whole relationship. And this guy had no idea. 3 years he's been with her. No idea she's talking to her ex. Gee, why is she talking to her ex? She tells me she really feels bad and ended it a couple weeks ago. Oh, well, that solves everything. She tells me he sent risque messages, but she never ever responded to them, and she'll show me the messages if I want to see them. Oh, okay, well, how come I didn't see that before when I was going through your phone? Oh, obviously she was hiding them. Doesn't matter. Goodbye. Well, hearing this, I was pretty dumbfounded. She had literally never struck me as a type of disloyalty. Brother, get in line. Plenty of guys have thought and said the same thing. Like, that has literally been my biggest attraction to her. It was the fact that she had been so seemingly loyal. I take the news in stride, being that we were in a public place and just throwing it out there, but I didn't raise my voice with her, and I certainly have never raised a hand at her. I finish my beer and drive us home. Good for him for not starting a big public scene the way a woman would. Because you know what? If he would start yelling at her, and certainly that'd be warranted, guess what would happen? The whole public watching the scene would believe he's being an abusive bastard and would come to her rescue and could maybe testify to the police. Oh, I saw him yelling at her and she was crying, and you get the point. Keep it calm. Well, as soon as we get home, I just walk right back out of the house and walk like 4 miles. I took the time to really think and try not to think, if that makes sense. Just walk. I finally get back home, and she has the text all pulled up waiting for me. It was Google Hangout on some things I had never heard about, but there was a lot of it. I started scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And there was a lot. Like a lot. Like thousands of messages. Well, I would imagine a lot of freaking messages over 3 years, but thousands of them? Also, pictures of him in the shower, discussing her being a stripper, and him saying that he would pay for her. She's not a stripper, by the way. There were texts about her being disappointed at the shower at his house isn't hot enough. Oh my God. Dude, at this point, there's no need to further go through all the messages and pictures and everything. It's over. She's a fucking cheater and a liar and all the things associated with someone like that. 3 years this has been going on. Can you imagine that feeling? Just thinking like how she hid that all that time. But he was probably blissfully unaware. They've been texting on again and off again, yeah. But when it was on, it was really on. Literally, the second I would leave for work, her whole work day, her whole drive home, she spends talking to him. Texting every minute. How the hell is she doing her job? What kind of freaking job? Did she work for the DMV? That wouldn't surprise me. Or some government job and does nothing, just sit there and text all day? No offense to the DMV work. Somebody for the fucking DMV is watching this, I guarantee you. No offense, but I've dealt with some interesting DMV and government employees in my life. Let's also, through this pile, he is a military cybersecurity dude, and there are texts about him being able to make it so I would never find out about their chatting. Well, clearly he was doing that because he never found out. And now listen to this. The dude's chats say that he's married and in the Air Force, and also that he enjoys taking it up the caboose from other dudes. The messages are said that they originally broke up because he was mean to her because she wouldn't let him do caboose action. To her or to him? Okay. Long story short, that includes a lot of tears and venomous words for me, cut short. I told her to get all her stuff and get out of my house. Thank the Lord. I mean, at least he's finding all this out all in one day. But back to the beginning of the story where she wanted to hook up with other girls, essentially open a relationship, and he was naive and bonehead at the time to go along with this. Look what happened. But all along, once a cheater, always a cheater. Anybody here believe that in 3 years, that she and the ex haven't somehow gotten together? Come on. And don't get me started about the other shit about the ex. Well, I told her to get out of my house. I gave her $2,500. Smack. Why? Half of what I have for my rainy day fund, and drove her to an Airbnb by her work. She has no car, a temp job, and doesn't make enough money to be able to afford a decent standard of living in this area. The Airbnb is booked for 2 weeks, and she's pleading with me to make this only temporary break some room to heal. No, not happening. Why is he giving $2,500? Maybe because in his mind, well, we moved because of me. And why does she have a temporary job? Why is she working full time? No wonder she has all that time to freaking text that jackass about his interesting hobbies. Am I effing up? No. I still love her. Smack. No, you love who you thought she was, not who she is. I'm not going to say I don't. She keeps saying that she wants to earn my trust back, but she watched me look through her phone. She watched me not find her messages. She lied to my face about not texting other dudes. And it's not like it was just friendly text. It was pretty bad shit, which was even acknowledged multiple times in the messages themselves. I have a few screenshots that I'll see if I can post. Oh yes, please do post them, bro. I didn't see them as of the posting of the story. I want to be able to trust her. I want to so effing badly. I want to give her grace because she could have kept it to herself and she didn't. She fessed up, but only after lying to my face. I want to trust her, but how the F can I trust that greasy Air Force fuck doesn't have some fake calculator app on her phone that they message through? I'm not the look through your phone type of guy. She says she will get rid of her smartphone, but how can I trust my Xbox or my PS5 or even my effing smart appliances aren't going to be used against me? I feel paranoid and heartbroken and confused. In my heart of hearts, I truly trusted her. Like above all else, I trusted her. Well, dude, you spent 3 years with her. And that's a chunk of your time, and you invested that with her, and you found and now you're finding out the whole time she's full of shit. You're not going to be able to trust her, ever. Even though you want to try to find some excuse, because you don't want to disrupt what you thought you had. You really want to go in a relationship with a girl that you absolutely cannot trust, that you have to be her warden, watching her every fucking second? And she did this to you? Do you think at all she's going to change? I have news for you. She's not. Talking to her ex the whole time. Why okay, and the ex is married, but it's like, there ain't no way they haven't hooked up. And even if they didn't hook up, what they were doing there? It's cheating, brother. You deserve better, and you are better than that. But you set yourself up for a lot of problems by naively thinking she is the greatest girl in the world and so loyal. No, she ain't loyal. Not at all. Anything close to loyal. And then when she wanted to open the relationship to hook up with other girls and go on Tinder, and you're thinking, yahoo, she's going to be with a chick. Well, you didn't get to see that. It was to talk to other guys. So you take her back, I guarantee you it's going to continue, and you're going to look like a damn fool. But nobody's going to feel bad for you at that point if you do that again. So she's done. End of story. Don't listen to her begging and crying. She can go be with that guy or some other guy. Not your problem anymore. But you got to be tough. And I would no way have given her $2,500, but what's done is done. Well, she'll be back for more, so that's that. So guys, again, very important thing here. Always pay attention for the red flags. When you find things are going on, get rid of them. And for heaven's sake, if they ask for an open relationship, which he essentially did, it's time to end it. Because guess what? She's already cheating. And she was, making my point. Now, a few comments before I wrap this up. One guy says here, no, you definitely did not F up. Effing up would be trying to give her another chance. She's been cheating on you the whole time, even when you're okay without giving her the opportunity to explore with girls. The whole time you're thinking you're on the same page and thinking that she's being honest and loyal, while she's been nothing but disrespectful your entire relationship. You're also nicer than me because I would have kicked her out, whatever she could carry, and let her figure out where to go and how to get there. Right. Come on here. I mean, she could have found a way. Somebody could have gotten money to her, a family member or something. That guy, somebody. Save yourself the $2,500. $2,500, that'd be very useful to have. Another guy says, your entire relationship is based on a giant lie. She has been living a double life. She made you open the relationship for her as well. She is extremely toxic, and you have been more than generous renting her an Airbnb for 2 weeks. If she has any decency in her life, she will tell the affair partner's wife the truth too. You may love her, but remember, if she truly loved you, she would never have done any of this, and she would know how much it would hurt you. And she may only have revealed the very tip of the iceberg here. There could be so much more that you don't know. Y'all know trickle truth? Well, there you go. There ain't no way in hell that he got the full story. There is way more going on. He says, block her everywhere and never contact her again. Add one more. This guy says, I know it hurts like hell. I know you want what you had back. But goodness, you never had her. The second you greenlit Tinder, you lost her. She's a cheater. What made her fess up? I don't know. But come on. She is savvy enough to hide her shit well. Chances are the ex is not the only one, and the reason she's so sorry is because she has nowhere else to go. She's trying to keep using you. Let her pick her ass up, or whoever else she's talking to. Be done with this rod to fish, please. Amen. Yeah. She's only sorry because she lost her gravy train. She was only working a part-time temp job, for heaven's sake, and spending all her time yapping with the other guy, and then on Tinder and talking to other dudes, and I'm sure other things are going on, and this guy's paying all the bills. What a great deal for her, and they're living in a beachside community. Hey, wonderful. If the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it. That's what she did. That was her attitude. Well, fuck her. So he has a chance to start over, but if he takes her back, nobody's going to feel bad for him anymore. So guys, let's learn from this. Alright guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.